Newly, you start Prince. You're 22. Temporary ID badge. Contract role. Not byline. The newsroom smells like burnt coffee or printer ink. Fluorescent lights hum overhead. You sit at the far end, near the archive cabinets that no one opens anymore. Your job is to transcribe interviews, clean up quotes, and verify names that don't matter. You listen more than you speak. Phones ring constantly. Editors don't look at you when they talk. Deadlines are measured in minutes, not hours. You learn quickly where to stand, when to stay quiet, how to make yourself not visible. There are rules no one explains. Never email anything sensitive. Never ask a source the real question first. Never assume the story is what it looks like. At 2:17 a.m., you're still there, tagging footage. A senior reporter drops a folder on your desk. No explanation, just a nod. Inside, financial documents, wire transfers, repeated amounts. $9,800, $9,800, $9,800. Always under reporting thresholds. You flag it. You wait. No one responds. Year 2. You get your first assignment. Local corruption. Low level. Safe. You learn how to knock on doors that don't want to open. You learn how to wait in cars for hours. Engine off, notebook ready. You record everything, even silence. Your editor teaches you how to write without saying things directly. Allegedly. Sources indicate. Documents reviewed suggest. You publish. Your name appears once, buried under 2 others. It feels procedural. You move desks, closer to the center, closer to the noise. Year 4. You're no longer temporary. You manage your own sources now. 3 regulars, 1 reliable, 1 unstable, 1 who only calls after midnight. You carry 2 phones. 1 stays off until necessary. You start using encrypted apps. You memorize passcodes instead of writing them down. The stories get heavier. Procurement fraud, offshore accounts, shell companies layered across 3 countries. You learn to read spreadsheets like maps. Money moves in patterns, people don't. You stop asking why. Year 6. You're assigned to a national desk. There's a system now. Weekly briefings, legal reviews, risk assessments. Every story passes through layers. Editorial, compliance, external counsel. Nothing moves without approval. You sit in meetings where decisions are made without being spoken. A story gets delayed, then softened, then reassigned. You learn a new skill, how to keep the core intact while changing everything around it. Creative compliance. You write what's allowed. You imply what isn't. The gap grows. Year 8. The tip arrives. No name, no number, just a file. It's small, 12 pages. Transaction logs, names you recognize. Not criminals, not publicly. Executives, donors, advisors. The amounts are precise. $2.4 million, $11.7 million, routed through 5 entities, settled in under 48 hours. You bring it to your editor. He doesn't react, just closes the folder. Verify first. You spend weeks confirming, cross-referencing, building a chain that holds. It leads somewhere larger. Year 9. You're traveling now. 3 cities in 5 weeks. Hotels that all look the same. Rooms kept at 19 degrees C. Curtains always closed. You meet sources in public places where no one listens. Airports, food courts, parking structures. They speak carefully. Some stop returning calls. One deletes everything and disappears. You don't write that part down. The story expands. It's not just money, it's coordination. Messaging that appears simultaneously across outlets. Funding that aligns with policy shifts. Decisions that seem independent but aren't. You map it out on a wall. Threads connecting names, dates, and numbers. It doesn't look like chaos. It looks organized. Year 10. The pressure starts quietly. Legal sends notes. Insufficient verification. Editors request revisions. Tone it down. Meetings are added, then canceled. Your access changes. Certain databases require new permissions. Some are denied. You're told to be careful. Not because you're wrong, because of what happens if you're right. At home, things shift. You miss calls, then stop noticing them. Conversations become shorter, less specific. How was your day? Fine. You don't explain what you're working on, not because you can't, because it would take too long, because it would sound unreal, because saying it out loud might make it fragile. Year 11. You have enough. Documents, testimony, patterns that repeat across years. You write the draft. It's longer than anything you've done. 6,800 words. Every sentence checked. Every claim supported. You submit it. You understand the questions. They're not about accuracy. They're about permission. The story is pulled. Officially, it needs more review. Unofficially, it won't run.
Comment for part 2.